Renaldo's joining me, and Renaldo always brings super cool things. I always find that it's things that you think you don't need them until you're looking and you're like, oh my goodness, this is the coolest thing ever. And I can really find a way to incorporate them into my life, into my home. And one of the things that I know a lot of us think about is the thermostat, right? And you're saying to yourself, okay, thermostats at the shopping channel? Yeah. It's something where we want you to be able to have this one here. Now, this is from Honeywell. It's a brand that is well recognized around the world. This is the Lyric Round thermostat with Wi-Fi. Okay, it's blockbuster priced at $249.99. 6 easy pays at $41.66. And Renaldo's joining us, and this is pretty cool.
It is. This is the world's smartest thermostat pretty much on the market.
Yeah.
It's the only thermostat that considers temperature, humidity, and weather when it's setting the temperature in your house. So imagine that. You don't have to do anything. You sit back, you set it to whatever temperature you want, because 22 degrees feels differently at different times of the year, right?
Absolutely.
If you're looking for 22 in the summer and 22 in the winter are totally different, because there's humidity levels that are different in your house, the weather outside's different. But with Honeywell, what they do is you set it and it does everything for you. And that's why, as the smartest thermostat, it's the only one that takes that into consideration. When you get this, now, if you look at the face, it's that round thermostat. Now, you all remember the old Honeywell thermostats, the round ones?
Yeah.
That's where it started off. So there's basically 3 types of thermostats on the market. It's going back to the original Honeywells, like that. It's going back to the new programmable thermostats, or I should say new, the programmable thermostats that came out, 10, 12 years ago.
Yeah.
Now, Honeywell was the inventor of that, of a programmable thermostat.
Oh, wow.
They invented it. So those were the next generation, where, we'd set it for, 8 p.m. at night or 6 p.m. at night. We want the heat coming on in the winter and then going down a little bit around 11 at night when we go to sleep. And you do it for, Monday to Friday, Saturday and Sunday. You change it a little bit and you program it. But that's it. You program it. So whatever happens outside, whatever humidity levels are in there, it doesn't matter. That's just, it's still your program. Now you get smart. So there's a lot of thermostats out there that are claiming they are smart thermostats. But Honeywell, what they do, they're the only ones that'll take the temperature and weather. See right there? When you click on that, now, obviously we're not powered, we're not hooked up to a device right now, but when you click on that, it actually shows you 18 hours of weather, the next 18 hours of what the weather's going to be like.
Oh my goodness.
It comes right up on the screen. You click back on the home button, it'll show you what the temperature is outside. You turn the dial, and that's how it turns to set it, whether it's going cold, warm, and then you get a glow that goes around it. And if we just take a look at the box here,
Sure.
as you can see on the side there, as they have the temperature, so the heat is on, and you can see the orange glow. When the heat is on, I'm going to turn it this way. That's how big the numbers are on it. You can see there's a temperature. You click on the temperature, it shows you the forecast outside. It lets you know over 18 hours what's going to happen. If you have it at air conditioning mode, you see it's in blue right on the bottom here. You got the blue. On the other side was the red. But there, again, how many hours are you going to be away? You can quickly do a 2-hour away, and it just turns the heat off for those 2 hours.
That's pretty good.
So it's a smart thermostat. Now, when you get this home, folks, it's very easy to set up. You take off, if you've got that square one, which I had that rectangle thermostat, this faceplate actually covers that square. And now, unless you paint it outside the square, but the faceplate covers the hole, and then you just put the faceplate on, you snap your thermostat in it. There's an app. So whether it's Apple or Android, there's a free app, and it walks you through the cable setup. So even you can install this in your condo.
Yeah.
I installed it. No tools were required. It was basically you just push the wires in. It tells you which color goes to what, and that was it.
Easy.
I was up and running. It was telling me, give me all the temperatures. Now, the smartest thing about this is a geofence.
Okay.
Now, what geofence is, because there are some thermostats, others say they're learning thermostats, which means that it looks at what you set it. Did you set the thermostat to this temperature in the morning, this at night? And it monitors those patterns that you keep adjusting it to, and it learns from that. But what happens if you have kids? You're in and out of the house, you're not on the same schedule, it's hard to learn. With geofencing, it's based on your cell phone. So when I leave the house, I have mine set to a 5-kilometer radius.
Okay.
So when I leave the house, as soon as my cell phone is outside that 5-kilometer radius of the house, it turns the air conditioner down in the summer.
Wow,
as soon as my cell phone comes within 5 kilometers, it knows, okay, you know what, Renaldo's almost home, let me turn the air conditioner back up.
Wow.
Wintertime is the heat. And you can change that. You can make it 10 kilometers, you can make it 20 kilometers, whatever you want, and you set it that way. If there's 2 people living, either one. So whether you or your spouse leaves, the last person to leave, it'll adjust it based on their cell phone signal. The first person within that radius could be the kids. It adjusts it according to that first person that came in.
That's pretty smart.
So it is the smartest thermostat. Now I'm going to put this down. I'm going to pull up the app. So here's the app right now. And I've got 2 things because we're going through a couple items. So I'm going to pull up the temperature. So here, the last show we did, I set it to 26. I forgot about that. So I set it to 26, which means, because it's still in air conditioner mode, you see the little blue, it's in air conditioner mode, it turns off the air conditioner. The air conditioner will not kick in until the temperature hits 26. So right now in the house, they might be sweating, right? So let me just turn that back down.
That would be my type of
That's how easy it is. You just turn the dial, and I could be across the street, across the city, across the world, and I can adjust this.
Wow.
So imagine getting home from the airport, and you're going to be home in an hour, and you can set the temperature. So that way you're saving energy, folks. And the amount of energy you're going to save, because we all know our hydro bills have been going up,
right,
especially over this past summer, it's going to pay itself off.
And that's the thing. In this day and age, we are so savvy. And at the same time, we're so savvy to the point where we want to make sure that we bring really cool things into our home that's going to make our lives easier. But at the same time, we want to save money, right? So for this is a one-time investment of $249.99. We do have 6 easy pays at $41.66. But how smart it is it's unbelievable that even in a thermostat, it's now allowing you to expand everything that we take with us on our smartphone to your home, too.
Absolutely. It puts you back in control, but the great thing about it is that you don't have to worry about it. Now, we got some great video that we're going to show in a minute, but what you're going to see with this, it also has a proximity sensor. So the minute you walk, so I have one set up in my house, and I actually bought one about 1.5 years ago because I did a lot of research looking for a smart thermostat, and Lyric back then, I'm like, you know what, this is the best one out there, so I bought it. What you're getting today, folks, is version 2, so it's the latest version. So if you were to go, and I went onto the big box store's website this morning, $249 just for the thermostat. You're getting the leak detection, which is another $90 value. You're getting 6 easy pays and free shipping with the Ship 150 with this.
Can we talk about the leak detection?
Sure. We'll go to we'll show the video, and then we'll go right to the leak detection.
Okay, so have a listen to this, and if you're on the phone line, stay there, and don't forget 6 easy pays are happening right now. Check it out.
Life today seems faster than ever before. Between work, family, and friends, it can be tricky to stay in control. And if you can't learn your schedule, how's a thermostat supposed to? But now there's a solution that will adapt to you, so it's always comfy and cozy whenever you're home. Imagine changing the temperature from 10,000 meters, making sure your home is just perfect for when you return. Imagine a thermostat that knows when you're on the move and automatically adjusts based on your location, making sure your home is comfortable and saving you money on your energy bills every day. A thermostat designed with precision, keeping you at the perfect 22.5 degrees, whatever the weather outside. And a thermostat which also works with the very latest smart home technology, including Apple HomeKit and Samsung SmartThings, connecting you to the next generation of smart technology, putting you in control of even more of your home comforts in a simple and intuitive way. Imagine a thermostat that adapts to you.
I think, like, no one could really imagine that, right? It's almost something where it's like you're sitting here and you're like, wow.
And it's just so smart. And, folks, it's not that you're getting some new name out there. You're getting a name in thermostats. You go to most offices, it's a Honeywell thermostat out there. They've been around for a long time. And version 2 also comes with HomeKit, which means if you've got an Apple Watch, or even with the Google, with their app, you can. I walk into the house and I'm like, hey, Siri, turn the temperature to 22 degrees, and she does it. So maybe you're on the couch and watching a movie, but you don't feel like going upstairs to change it, or you don't feel like picking up your phone and doing it. You can just say, hey, Siri, can you turn the temperature up a couple degrees?
That's my type of thermostat, right? Some days you just want to be a little bit lazy.
Exactly. We all do.
Okay, let's talk about the water detection.
So water detection, leak detection. You are getting this. It's a $90 value, and you're actually getting this thrown in for free. So you can't get this anywhere else in the country, just letting you know, only at the shopping channel. So what happens is this device has a 100 decibel siren. If it detects any water, so if a water leaks, and you got to remember, the majority of the house claims, water claims for insurance companies are because of 80%. It's plumbing or it's major appliance. Yeah. And a toilet, you all know on that toilet, the back of your toilet has that little line where the main water comes in. Those are the most common items to break on toilets, especially from the new builders. And when that breaks, the average cost is $10,000 in repairs, because a lot of the time the water in your bathroom runs to the vent, which goes through your vent, goes onto the ceiling, goes on, and just causes a whole boatload.
It's like a trickle-down effect, literally, right? Yeah.
And if this happens in the morning, and you're gone all day for work, you come home, your house is flooded. Happens in the middle of the night while you're sleeping, you wake up, your house is flooded, vacation. So what this will do, on the back has 2 sensors. So when you get this home, it's quite simple. You open up the back. It actually comes with the batteries. You put the batteries in. The batteries are good for 3 years. And then all you do is take out those batteries and put 3 new batteries. And they're just AA batteries.
That's very hard.
Yes. There's the sensors. So if I wanted to do this, I can just set this down. For a perfect example is right behind my toilet. I can leave it right there.
Oh, so you just place it?
You just place it. It's all based on Wi-Fi, and it goes right back to the whole ecosystem of Lyric, of Honeywell. So I can just place it, or you can mount it on a wall. Let's say, for instance, the basement where I have my hot water tank.
Yep.
So I'll get you to hold this. So let's pretend you're a wall.
Okay, I'm
Now,
good at that.
I'm going to plug in. So it comes with this cable, and this is like a 4-foot cable. If any part of this cable gets wet, it sends off the siren, and it gives you a notification. So I'm going to plug the cable in, because maybe I do want this on the wall, and I can wrap the cable around the hot water tank. I can wrap the cable around something else. So you see, I started pouring water in there, and right away it detected that there's water. And within about 30 seconds, I'm going to get a notification on my phone saying that, you know what, there's been a water detection leak. The other thing I can do is, because of the ecosystem, I can have people, friends and family on that. I could have my neighbor, I could have, spouse, you could have family members, so they will get the notification. They'll get an email saying, by the way, there's been a water detection leak inside of Renaldo's house.
So this is great if you're going on vacation, right?
Exactly.
That's the first thing I think of.
So we can take a look at my phone. Right there you're going to see, there it shows me, there's that mark right there, basement. I'll click on the basement, and it's going to pull it up. There's been a water leak. Water's been detected. So to mute it,
Thank you.
you just unplug it. You're welcome. Or you can mute it from your phone.
At him.
But it's 100 decibels. So think of that, folks. And I've done this, where I'm like the handyman. So I have changed a toilet. I have changed a faucet. But every time I've changed that toilet and I've changed that faucet, I'm back there every 5 minutes with my hand feeling around, is there any water?
Yeah.
And then for the next 3 days, that's all that's in the back of my mind. I'm so paranoid that there's a leak from a solder or from something I did that I'm always constantly going back there and checking.
Yeah.
Because this is mobile, I can take that and just leave it there. I can take it and put it somewhere else in the house. Once I'm sure that there's no leak, I can then go put it back in the basement by the hot water tank. Maybe you own a cottage. You're away from the cottage all winter. Friends of mine have told me this, where they've had a cottage and they went up there in the summer or spring to open it up, and the water pipes burst.
Oh my goodness.
It has freeze detection on it. It has water detection on it. It measures the humidity levels also in the house. So it comes back and it gives you a reading on your phone. You can go to your phone at any time, and it tells you when's the next reading. The next reading is going to be at 8:11 p.m. So basically, every 5 minutes it's going to go through and give you a reading. And it'll tell you, it gives you a whole graph just showing what the temperature has been in your house. Has it been moving up or down?
Wow.
Has the humidity levels start to change? Because that's a good sign that you're also going to be a leak if humidity levels are changing. So smart technology is what we're bringing you here today. And the value of that's a $90 value, and that's basically free. Because if you went to any store in Canada, you'd be paying $249 just for the version 2 of the thermostat.
So this is everything that you're getting as part of this bundle, so keep that in mind. It's a blockbuster intended to last for 30 days. I cannot guarantee that it's going to be here. Renaldo cannot guarantee, because it's something where I know that so many of you see the latest and the greatest things. You watch the presentations and you realize, like me, I got to get my order form, because it's something where it's like, wow, especially the water detector. I think that's so amazing as well. So $249.99. Use SHIP150, that code, and you'll get free shipping and handling on this one. And there's also 6 easy pays. So for $41.66, you're going to get something home. And you can even try it out for 30 days if you need to just, check to make sure that it meets your expectations. I love being able to have the leak detector, that you can move it around the home, because I love what you said there about maybe you've done that repair and you just want to check it for a few days, so you're being all paranoid, right? But then you're at ease and then you can move it back down.
Oh yeah, when I finished my basement, I remember that.
Yeah.
Now the great thing about that, because again folks, we're talking about peace of mind and smart technology. So you can add more than one leak detector. So you can buy one right here on the shopping channel, and you can put it at your cottage. Maybe your parents are older. You can buy one and put it in your parents' place, in their basement or their house, and if anything happens, you'll get notified, they'll get notified. So you can add multiple of these leak detectors all over the place, and it doesn't have to be in the same house. It could be at a cottage, in the house, at your parents' house, at a sister or a brother's house. So you're able to do that, and you can buy these right on the shopping channel. These cables, it comes in a 4-foot cable. You can actually buy multiple cables and make it as long as you want. So let's say you are going away for winter at the cottage. You just put a long cable right along there, and it's going to, any part of that cable gets detected of freezing or water, it lets you know. So it's peace of mind for not just you, but for your whole family.
And that's the thing. I mean, in this day and age, our lives are so busy, right? And you want to be able to have things that are smart, that are going to, you know, save you from the stress and aggravation. And by having something like this, I mean, for one purchase of $41.66, you can get this home. You can have that peace of mind. I mean, think about those. Maybe if you live in, or you just moved into a brand new home and you want to have all the, I have friends like that, want everything that's the latest thing out there. Definitely take advantage of this. I love how smart the thermostat is. I mean, to be able to operate it from your phone and to have it change temperatures from you being so many kilometers away, that is amazing.
It is. And you can see on my phone, it's already, as we unplugged it,
Yeah.
so we detected the leak, we unplugged it, fixed it, and it goes right back to normal to give me the temperature, give me the humidity levels, plus I've got my Lyric thermostat. And if you have multiple ones on there, they'll be right on here. So you'll see, and you just name them. Here's my basement. You name one as your parents' place. You name one as the cottage.
That's cool.
And you're getting that peace of mind. Lyric is putting that peace of mind, putting you back into control, because everybody wants to know when something happens in their house right away, not when they get home.
Yes, right. You don't want surprises. Those types of surprises are not good surprises,
No,
right?
exactly.
And especially with water. I mean, and I wonder, you know, if you were to have something like this, especially in the cottage, I mean, a lot of people, then you won't have to go back to the cottage throughout the winter if you necessarily don't need to, right?
That's just peace of mind.
It's total peace of mind. Okay, the phone lines are very, very busy. This is the first time we're seeing it at the shopping
It's
channel.
a launch of the shopping
Yeah.
channel. It's an exclusive bundle to the shopping channel. You can't find this anywhere else, folks.
And you mentioned you were doing some research today and you saw it out there on the market.
$249 just for the version 2.
thermostat.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's version 2. Remember, that's
Okay.
not version 1. It's version 2 with HomeKit.
Okay, keep that in mind too. $249.99. You are getting the thermostat as well as the leak detector. And I know that a lot of you love the fact that it's something super smart, but that's going to be able to give you the peace of mind. 6 easy pays are on everything now for the next 5 days too. So think about that.